Hi, it's Carter, the president of Constitutional Rights Pack, constitutionalrightspack.com. Go there, subscribe to the free newsletter, arrives in your inbox every morning. Absolutely free with all the most important top news stories. And later in the day, free again, you get my personal private email, which is, look behind the scenes, look behind some of the stories you saw earlier that morning, because I know that particularly if you're CR members, other people are looking to you for guidance and direction. Okay? Family, friends, relatives, neighbors. They're looking for somebody who's able to say, okay, here's what's really happening. And here's what we need to do if we're going to take our country back, if we're going to make America great again. And it's tough. It's a tough road to hoe, and I'll tell you why with a little bit of front porch philosophy this morning, okay? As you can see, I'm sitting in my rocker on the front porch. And I want to talk to you about a term you might not have heard yet, but you're going to hear. You're going to hear it in one form or another. And that is directed democracy. Directed democracy. What is it? Well, first of all, have you noticed that all of a sudden the Democrats usurped the word democracy? You remember the September of 2022, Biden's screeching Philadelphia Reichstag fire speech, where he kept talking about saving democracy, saving democracy, over and over again, from MAGA, from right-wing extremists. He made it clear from Trump supporters, from you. Then we saw Nancy Pelosi. We have to save democracy. It's save democracy. And if you notice, in their material they put out, they started with the capital D. Okay? Garbage collectors come by here. Folks, you need to go to 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Some garbage to take out there. So they screech about democracy with the capital D. Let me tell you what they mean. They mean directed democracy. They mean democracy that is formed and fashioned according to the whims and wants of the ruling elite. Okay? Yeah, you're allowed to vote for the candidates that they support. Yeah, you're allowed to say what policies you want executed, as long as they're the policies that they've already decided to execute. Yeah, and that's where we are today. Do you think Biden was there? We need democracy. Do you think how many Americans supported his destroying energy independence? No one I know. How many Americans supported him flying the queer flag in the portico of the White House instead of the American flag? Not many I know. How many Americans supported him having naming a transgender the Woman of the Year? Him and Jill. Not too many. But you see, he's trying for democracy. If you support the policies that they've decided to dictate. How many Americans really support us sending trillions of dollars to Ukraine? Oh, at the beginning you had the people with their little yellow lapel pins, so you don't see that anymore. Everybody knows it was a fool's errand. But what are we supporting over there now? I want you to think about it. We're supporting democracy. Democracy in the Ukraine, a country run by a dictator that suspended elections, a country where our money went straight into Zelensky's pockets. 4 mansions around the world, multi-million-dollar mansions, a yacht, and goody gumdrops, he just bought his wife when he was in France a $5 million Bugatti. Does that sound like supporting democracy to you? I don't think so. That's directed democracy. Directed democracy, where yes, you are allowed to vote for the candidate of their choice. And they will skew the electoral process to make sure that's what you do. And oh, by the way, if you still get out there and really be obnoxious and elect another candidate, as you did in 2020, well, then they'll just stuff the ballot box. Directed democracy. That's where we are now. If you want to know how it really works, look at Honduras, look at Venezuela, look at Nicaragua. They're all democracies, folks. They're all directed democracies. The people get to vote for whoever the ruling elite tells them they can vote. Here are your choices: broccoli and cauliflower. So show your appreciation. That's where we are in America today. We are now living under a directed democracy. Watch what they do with Biden now. They're going to direct who gets the Democrat nomination, regardless of what that doddering, demented old man wants. And regardless of what cackling Kamala wants, they're going to give us a little taste of directed democracy. That's what they do. Look at what they've done to Trump. Directed democracy. We don't want him as the nominee, so we're going to put him in jail. Convict a felon against democracy. That's where we are. So we got to fight. We got to fight. We got about 120 or so days to fight to redeem real democracy. Real democracy. And that's all going to depend on the election of Donald J. Trump. I'm just telling you flat out. That's where we are. Fight the good fight. Okay? Never give in, never give up, never give out, stay strong.